Yeah, I'm very worried about my mom. I can't seem, I can't seem to get a hold of her, and I just called, and I just heard some very strange noises.
So we're trying to figure out why we got called here. It looks like your son Jason called for an ambulance for you tonight. Did you need an ambulance?
No.
Were you in any kind of trouble or distress?
I didn't want to. I didn't.
And you were with her?
Yeah, I was sitting just like this. We were playing game, talking.
Okay.
So the phone kept ringing.
Okay.
It kept ringing. You understand? So Miss Isis, what you did when the phone ringing? Tell them what you did when the phone rang.
What happened when the phone rang, she's saying?
Did I pick up? I don't even remember.
We weren't joking, we're here, but because the phone kept ringing, she said, Miss Isis said, let me fix them. So she went, and then hang up the phone.
Yes.
So she went, and then hang up the phone.
Yes.
So she went, and then hang up the phone. Yes. So we burst out laughing.
Right.
So you didn't even know who was calling you?
No.
What happened when you called?
I just heard some very strange noises, like she was choking, or I honestly don't know.
How old is your mother?
She's 88. She does have fictitious disorder at times, though. So
What's that?
it's basically a 2022 version of Munchausen syndrome. So like she used to fake a lot of her symptoms. It's like very hard to tell whether or not she's actually hurt, but it's very true to hear these things. So I just wanted to let you know she could be okay. But
You want us to send an ambulance to check on her?
Please do.
Okay.
Yes.
So she suffers from what's it called?
Fictitious disorder. I'm literally.
Oh, you're there.
Yeah, no, but I'm outside of the house. So I can't. She's not responding. That's why I'm sort of worried. I can't get in.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So you're gonna wait there for officers, right?
Yes. Please.
All right.
If you
No
can send
problem.
an ambulance. Okay.
No problem. They're on their way. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Is that the police officer that you have a complaint against?
No, it's I want to find out whoever it is that changed my address to show that I don't live here.
Okay.
That's who it's going to be. But I think the investigation is going to be like, honestly, like I was telling Ponzo the other day, like I don't. You guys got a fucking hard job to do. Like I don't. Who am I to sit here and complain? The only reason I would even need to complain is to be able to get the transparency to be able to get in my house when I need to get in my house, or at least have someone check on my mom when I need to check on, when she needs to be checked on. Tonight she needed to be checked on. I don't know.
When was the last time that you spoke to your mom? In person, like face to face?
Probably, what time is it now?
It's 8:48.
I called you guys like an hour ago. In Manhattan, Midtown, for 15 years. I moved back here to specifically to watch over my mom and my dad because they need help. They're getting old. Really understand.
Well, Jason, let me cut you off. So,
Please just let me finish this, because I remember you. I
yeah.
remember we have a history.
So actually, I'm going to ask you to put that stuff in your backpack, and I'm going to advise you that you're under arrest for trespassing. All right. So you can put that in your backpack, and I'm going to have you put your hands behind your back, and then we're going to talk at length in the first precinct. You can leave the backpack. Take that one.
Headquarters 106. The client is coming out. She's advising that it's E2B 24174.
All of our body cameras are on, right, guys?
Yes, sir.
Stand by.
I told you I'd be with you the whole time. Keep mine on.
For trespassing, did you ask me to leave? I wasn't even asked to leave.
You were advised previously.
Just gonna move your hand back this way just so that it's
Last
easier
time
for.
You were here. You advised that you weren't allowed back on the property, right?
No, that's not true. I actually came because I'm concerned about my mom, and I actually had to file a complaint today against the precinct, and this is retaliation.
The same retaliation.
I found you can look at it. This is retaliation against the police department on the first precinct. I'm getting retaliated against for asking for help from my parents, from my mom. It's just the the assistant DA's office. At the
Headquarters
DA's
to
office.
109, 109, you have a signal 10 stands 2.
You don't have any weapons on you, right? Nothing sharp, dangerous.
Absolutely not. I've never been arrested in my life. I'm being arrested for the first time on the night that I send
you were given a signal
a
10
complaint about the first precinct officer saying that they. Why did you have me stay here? Well, I could have just left. I could have walked on the street. I didn't have to stay here this whole
We went
time.
at length to make sure that.
Like I told you before, we were doing our due diligence about what was going on.
But I could have just walked over there. If you asked me to stand in the street, I wouldn't even have to be here.
You had already committed the violation.
What violation?
704.
Sir, I was in trespassing. How is that possible? Wait a minute. I have a order of protection against the people here.
Headquarters 106 or 108. Do you see the complainant? The complainant states she sees
No, it's him.
the cars, but nobody coming over.
I don't know what to tell you guys. It's really messed up.
My son never did me anything wrong.
Right.
So I don't know how that came about. Because I miss him. He was a good young man to me. He went to college.
Right.
He did what he should do.
Right.
He got himself, he was in show business.
Right.
He was not a jackass running around the street. He got himself in show business on TV and everything. A person like that, you think that person would turn out to be an idiot or a robber on the street?
Right.
I sent him, he went to college.
Yeah.
Has his college degree.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
well-
No one's questioning any of that.
Yeah,
It's just that.
but he hasn't, what has he done? He hasn't committed any crime, like stealing or something like that.
He trespassed
Trespass where?
at your house.
But I'm his mother,
Yes.
and this is my house.
Yes.
So that's not trespassing, he didn't hurt me.
Well, wait 1 minute. On September 16th, you told me that he wasn't welcome here and that he wasn't allowed to be
I
here.
said that.
Yes, you signed a statement saying that.
I signed a statement. That was my handwriting.
I wrote it for you, and you signed it. And then just
Look,
now, just a little while ago, a
Yeah.
few minutes ago, you told me that he's still not allowed to be here. But he is here. So he.
But he doesn't live here.
I know, and that's
That's
why
a
we
different
originally had.
story. He just passed by if you want to pass by.
Wasn't allowed on your property, and you said that that was still the case.
I must have been hallucinating when I said that.
So what is that?
But he's my son. He didn't do me anything.
I'm not
And
saying.
I'm in charge of the house now.
Right.
I'm in charge.
Exactly.
No, not Trina or anyone
But
else.
that's why we're only talking to you.
Yeah,
That's why I'm coming back
Yeah.
to you.
yeah,
And that's why I'm on your request.
yes. So
We're doing this.
I don't want anything to happen to my son. Excuse me. I'm sorry, officer. But you have that in writing?
Yes, in
Statement
September I was
from
here.
me? My handwriting?
My handwriting.
No, my handwriting saying that he's not allowed
No,
on
I
the
wrote the
property.
report. You got a copy of it.
Yeah,
We
what
had a
if
whole
I didn't even read it?
We had a whole conversation. We had a
What-
whole conversation
What
about
if
it.
I didn't read it? Whatever was written down.
Are you just
Because I
upset
can
that he was
hardly
arrested,
see.
or
Huh?
are you just upset that he was arrested tonight? Because you're saying things totally different than what we were talking about a few minutes ago.
Suffers from what's it called?
Fictitious disorder.
Yes. But he hasn't threatened me.
I'm not saying he threatened you.
So
No
what
one's
is
saying
the
he threatened
problem? Because he's my son. Came
I know.
from my womb.
I know. I
and
understand.
I love him.
I
Because
understand
the
you love him.
only perfect person is not even a human being. Perfect is God created us. Because nobody's perfect.
Miss Woolley,
None.
I know you're upset, but I need you to calm down, okay? What I'm trying to explain to you is that I'm gonna write a statement for you. I'm gonna prepare it. I'm gonna ask you to sign it. That statement was going to state what you had just had a conversation with me about a few minutes prior.
So what I'm going to write that I don't want my son to come here. I'm listening to you, but in the meantime, why somebody else Why is this lady listening? She's not
She's
even a
your
family member.
We're having a conversation.
Yeah, but she's not even a family member.
Okay, would you
That's
like her to
invasion
step
of
out?
privacy.
Would you like her to step out?
Yes,
Would you mind, miss, just so I could try and...
that's not
Trust me,
fair.
It's gonna be all night the same thing.
That's
Right,
not
Gina?
fair.
Let's start over.
She's not my lawyer.
Okay.
She's here to help to give me a bath and so forth.
Okay.
And prepare meals and so forth.
Can I speak now?
If anything, my daughter should be here. At my age with multiple sclerosis, back pain, and shoulder pain, and doctors gave me over. There is nothing more, Mrs. Woolley, we can do for you. Should I be under this kind of pressure? Classroom.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's
Somebody has to give me food.
My aunt
I
has
don't
it as
cook.
well. We do the
Multiple
same.
sclerosis.
Yeah.
And it's been like this for a long time.
I'm
Over
sure.
40
It's a lot.
years I've had multiple sclerosis. With multiple, you know what multiple sclerosis is? I'm sure.
I don't want you to walk. I don't want to hurt you. I'm just going to write a statement. It's not going to be long. I'm going to have you look it over. That's all.
Look at my walk.
Do you have like a driver's license or a birth certificate or?
Yeah.
3, 5,
I haven't been driving, you know, my husband was the one driving.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can look at these.
It's not that I don't believe you. It's just that I want to
Yeah.
make sure that.
Look. Those would help. I don't
Okay.
know.
How old are you?
I was born in 1934.
So that
November
makes-
3rd.
That makes you how old now?
Oh Lord.
You don't even keep track anymore, do you?
After a while you lose track of
Okay.
it.
All right.
You don't count it, you
1934.
try
I'm
to
gonna
stay
correct
young.
this. All right. Hold on. And it says, I have read and understand the above notice. I'm going to read the notice to you.
Yes.
The notice says, any false statement made in this deposition is punishable as a Class A misdemeanor pursuant to Section 210.45 of the New York State Penal Law. It just means that you can't make a false statement. You're
Right.
not lying to me.
Right.
That's what it means. Okay. Then it says, on the 16th day of November, 2022, at about 7:55 p.m., I was informed by Nassau County police officers that my son, Jason Woolley, had called for an ambulance to respond to my home, located at 640 West Carl Avenue in Baldwin, New York, because Jason thought I was choking. I was never choking, nor did I speak with Jason either in person or on the phone today. That's the whole statement. It's just our
And that
conversation.
was signed by me.
No, this is tonight. This is what we're talking about.
Oh.
It's not saying he did anything terrible to you. And I understand you're his mom. I get that. Jason's not going, they're not locking Jason away in jail and throwing away the key. Okay? He's probably going to be released in a few hours from us with a ticket. Okay? But he's going to have to go explain to a judge why he went against your wishes tonight. That's really what happens. We're not taking Jason to jail. There's no crazy charges filed against him, none of that. It's actually one of the lowest charges that can be charged against someone. It's a ticket in most scenarios. So please don't think that I'm trying to get you to, do anything, and say anything bad against Jason. It's solely about you being the owner of this home, you saying he's not welcome here, and him being here tonight
So I don't want anything to happen to my son.
in front of me. That's it. That's all this
Was
is.
he here tonight?
Yes.
Jason was here?
Yes.
I wasn't aware of it.
That's-
Where was he?
He was outside your door. He was on the
Oh.
property.
Oh, I didn't see him.
And that's what we talked about. So yeah, I know you didn't see him.
Yeah.
I saw him.
Oh,
I'm-
okay.
I'm saying
You
that
have a
I saw
picture
him.
of him?
Yeah, I have him on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay. He's
What
not
was
even-
he doing here? Because
don't
he
know.
doesn't come here.
I know.
He doesn't come.
But that's why we're here. That's why we're doing this. We're worried about you.
Yeah.
Okay?
'Cause the last time I saw him was when my husband was buried a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And I haven't
Right.
seen him since.
And that's why we're
yeah,
here.
he hasn't been here.
So if this sounds agreeable to you, if this sounds like the conversation we had, and everything here is agreeable to you, I'm going to ask you to sign. Do you want to read it yourself too, or
Just read it one more
You
time
want me-
for me because
sure.
I don't see
Yeah,
that one.
yeah, I'll read it for one to here. You can hold this so when you're ready.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Oh.
It says, I am Hyacinth Woolley. Your date of birth is 11/3/1934.
Correct.
That you have read and understood the above notice. The above notice is any false statement made in this deposition is punishable as a Class A misdemeanor pursuant to Section 210.45 of the New York State Penal Law. That's the notice.
So I mean, I could go to jail.
If you lie. If
I
you lie
lie.
to me. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. It then says on the 16th day of November, 2022, at about 7:55 p.m., I was informed by Nassau County police officers that my son, Jason Woolley, had called for an ambulance to respond to my home, located at 640 West Carl Avenue in Baldwin, New York, because Jason thought I was choking. I was never choking, nor did I speak with Jason either in person or on the phone today. Previously, on September 16, 2022, I had advised P.O. LaSala, that's me, that Jason was no longer permitted on my property. As of today, November 16, 2022, Jason is still no longer permitted on my property. I'm giving this statement to P.O. LaSala, who is writing it for me, and it is the truth. That's the statement.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I signed. If you can sign above my signature,
Yes.
I'll hold it.
See if I can see.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course. Let me get a light. You need more light? I can use my flashlight.
Yes, please.
How about that?
Where to
You
sign?
can sign
Here?
above my signature, yep.
Above here?
Yeah, right above my signature.
Okay. Right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Alright.
this mess is a mess.
Yeah. Hopefully no more of these. Alright. Okay, so in addition to this paper, I'm going to fill out another report, and it's because you and Jason are mother and son. We have to do it every time. You're offered a copy of that report. Do you want a copy of it?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to fill that out, alright? And I'll be back in a few more minutes, and I'll give you that.
Oh, you're going to do it now?
I'm going to do it outside in the car. I'll fill it out, and I'll bring it back to you.
Oh, you're not tired, you?
I'm here till 7 a.m. I'm here all night. No
You're
worries.
going to be here all night?
Well, I'm not here with you. I'm at work all night, so...